In my professional opinion, I think that it has been treated as a social movement, which is fine because, of course, it's like, hey, buy black, show your receipts, tell your friends. Great. Um, where's the economics, though? You see, so it's great. Likes and comments are wonderful. Businesses need patrons. Businesses need employees. They need investors. Like, we still need the economic piece.
Over 50% of Black Americans are unmarried, and only 2% of Black families in America have a net worth over $1 million.
We are on our journey to not only join that 2%, but grow that 2%.
Facts. I'm Devon Truvel, creator of Black Wall Street, the board game, with my beautiful co-host.
I'm Sinclair, aka the Health Nerd. You can go to our website at them4show.com, our Instagram at them4show, and our YouTube channel at Melanated Married Millionaires in the Making.
And welcome to the M4 Show.
And I'm hovering on this for a second because it's so important, because we talked about cognitive dissonance and we talked about recognizing. So people, it's often a challenge that says, all right, well, what do we do? How do we buy black? Well, like, you realize, like, we've been doing this. Like, the community model has existed before. Has it been destroyed? Absolutely. Has it been tampered with? Absolutely. That does not mean that it never existed. So that's why recognition is so important, and kind of pulling back the layers of that CD, cognitive dissonance, right? Mm-hmm. So first and foremost, we have the blueprint. Schematic is there. Right. Getting into it and circling back to Palate Protocol, our Palate really wants to be that flagship for turning this Buy Black movement, that's a social movement, into an economic movement. In my professional opinion, I think that it has been treated as a social movement, which is fine because, of course, it's like, hey, buy black, show your receipts, tell your friends. Great. Where's the economics, though? You see, so it's great. Likes and comments are wonderful. Businesses need patrons. Businesses need employees. They need investors. Like, we still need the economic piece. And so, again, economics is an emotional and social way of life. So if we treat it as an economic movement, we kind of win across the board, as opposed to social movement.
Yeah, not to cut your wisdom, but can you break down what is the difference between a social movement and an economic movement? Like, what are those things that really differentiate between the two?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think from my vantage point, let's take the Black Tuesday thing for an example. Did y'all do the Black Tuesday thing? It happened like 2020.
Black Tuesday is a new thing to me. What I did do is the My Black Receipt.
I've heard of that
with Kesha at 19 Keys. I did that for like maybe 2-3 years in a row, and then I think they stopped it last year. Look, we're gonna get right back into the amazing podcast. But if you didn't know, in 2017, we created Black Wall Street, the board game, because we thought more families needed to know about the history of Tulsa Black Wall Street. More families needed to know about the legacy of Black excellence left behind of Tulsa Black Wall Street, that we can own a Madam C.J. Walker Beauty Salon. We can have a Booker T. Washington High School. We can have an Uncle Steve's Barbecue. We can have a Renaissance man like Simon Berry, who had his own taxi service and bus service that got bought out by the city of Tulsa. We have brilliance in our DNA. We wanted to make sure that your family can play a game that teaches them about this brilliance. So we have Black Wall Street, the board game, right here. We had the first edition available in 2017. That got sold out. We're on the second edition right now, or you can get the beautiful masterpiece version of the game as well. It's up to you. Head to playblackwallstreet.com and get yourself Black Wall Street, the board game, to empower you, your family, and generations to come. Playblackwallstreet.com. Let's get back to the episode.
So Black Tuesday, I think, is a perfect example. I literally just saw black squares on my TL. I was like, what's going on here? And of course, Instagram is a social media platform.
Oh, so that. Yeah, we did that.
Social awareness for saying, Blackout Tuesday and all this other stuff, right? And honestly, to this day, I don't exactly know what the original purpose was. At one point, it was like a celebrate, Black health. Another point, it was like Black businesses. Another thing, I didn't know what it actually was. I just saw Black and I was like, all right, cool. I'm whatever. But that's part of my issue is that where's the strategy? The socialization of it is cool. It's fine. Liking, sharing, reposting, commenting, that's fine. The proof is in the pockets. The proof is all in the pockets. And so we can empower ourselves all day long. If we still have the other roadblocks of where do we find these businesses? How do we access them? Then are we really making progress? So that's why as an economic movement, on the other hand, we're saying, all right, we need a network to access them. Shout out to Our Palate. We need a way to access them instantly. Well, when our mobile app comes out, you can instantly search for anything you need, whether it's socks, pots and pans, diapers, chips, like literally. And so most searches are coming from TikTok and Amazon. I forgot the study that released that, but TikTok and Amazon are like on the top of the chart, like up next to Google in terms of just places that people go to search for things. Yep. And so when you think of people, what people are using as a point of reference, as a kind of a search authority figure, they find Amazon and TikTok as reliable sources. Well, can we find a directory that serves as a reliable source to be like, I need to buy Black right now. I got a barbecue tomorrow. I need some spicy ketchup. I need some bread. I need it today. So that's the economic piece. Because part of the economics in the business of any business is you need to be able to access your customers as quickly as possible. Right. So that's why economics, I think, as an economic movement, I think it will serve a better purpose with just social. I hope that answers your question.
Yep. Yeah, that does on the social versus economics.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you for supporting the M4 show and our mission to increase the wealth of Black families.
If you received any value from this episode, any value at all, any, do us a favor and give us a like and subscribe on YouTube and Apple, Spotify, anything, all of them, all of them, wherever you're listening, go ahead and like and subscribe.
And after you like and subscribe, make sure you send this episode to at least one family that you really want to see win. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.